can't sleep.
Me neither.
It must be due about now.
Pray God it's all right.
Who's meeting them besides Joseph?
Allah and his brothers. And a British agent. Gaspar, they call him.
Wonder what she'll be like, this girl.
Zoe. Whatever she's like, you must be nice to her father. She's supposed to be a relative, remember?
I've nothing against her. But I still say it's a mistake putting her up. Asking for trouble.
It's the least we can do. She's risking her life for us. And it isn't even her country.
Liz? That you, Liz?
Yes, I'm sorry. Did I wake you?
No, I couldn't get off. Did the plane arrive safely with whoever it was?
Yes. I'll just get some things and then I'll leave you in peace.
You didn't sleep in the spare room now?
Well, I think I will, if you don't mind. I'm still a bit keyed up. We've got some people flying out tonight as well. I'm sorry. Can you tell us the way to Auguste Vineyard?
5 kilometers to the west, along the Mezin Road. Don't waste your time doing that.
But we were told about...
Forget all that nonsense. It's the first thing they look for. Bring them with you. We'll dispose of them later.
I take it you're Gaspar?
Yes. Look, don't stand about. Get everything moved.
Thank you. I'm Joseph, Resistance.
Hello. Solange. This is...
Welcome to France.
But forget the chit-chat. Where's Andre?
I don't know.
One of them went off course. He could be in the river.
Christ. That's all we need.
Oh, wait, that might be him now.
Well, it's no bloody owl, that's for sure.
Careful, it could be a trick. I'll go and look.
Right. You two stay here. Make yourselves useful. Pack up that stuff.
Entree? Yeah. Thank God. What is it?
Bloody ankle. Oh. Landed badly. Avoid the river.
Can you walk?
Let's see. Once the French gossip seems to have paid off. What do you mean? We spread the word that there was going to be a raid on the station outside of town. They're probably all over there by now.
I need the cart back by lunchtime.
Don't worry, my friend.
Don't forget the ammunition.
I'll see to it.
Can you move your toes?
No.
What's the verdict?
Well, I'm pretty sure it's a fracture. It's best to treat it as one anyway. That's what my father always says. I'll bandage it as best I can for you now, till we can get you to a doctor.
Doctor? You'll be lucky.
I thought we had one working for us.
Not anymore. He was captured last week. And we can't use the hospitals. They'll at least keep an eye on him all the time.
Well, if it is an ordinary fracture, it should heal quite easily. It's just a matter of resting it for a couple of weeks.
Yeah, I've got people to see all over the place.
You'll have to leave that to me, won't you? Lie back, give the orders.
Ow.
Do you want a fag?
Jacket pocket.
Ouch!
Sorry. You've got to take a painkilling pill, too.
I should sooner take the suicide one.
Do like a dry sense of humour.
Christ, you're not carrying that around with you, are you? It must be off the rockers back there. They talk about security and dole out cigarette cases and compacts to every bloody agent. Why don't you give them a printed card that says British spy?
Morning, Dorothy. Morning. Morning, Liz.
Morning, Faith. Did they get off all right last night?
Yes. Now the waiting begins. Kit arrived safely, did he?
Yes, he's being picked up from the hostel. He's meeting Cad at 2 o'clock.
How is he?
He looks dreadful. Who wouldn't?
I'd like you to keep an eye on him, Liz. I need a friend and someone who knows what it's like.
Well, actually, he's just phoned. I think we'll probably have a bite or something this evening.
Oh, good. Encourage him to talk about it and about his family. Trouble with someone like Kit is he bottles things up inside. You know the psychiatrists were against him going in the first place.
Because of what happened to his family?
Yes. They felt he hadn't had time to grieve. But as Cad says, bereavement is one of the strongest incentives.
Look at Vivian Ashton. Harding are the ways. Take care.
And you?
No orgies, mind. And you better powder down those cheeks. You're meant to have had TP, aren't you?
See you tomorrow as planned.
If I'm not completely crippled. 8 bloody kilometres.
Bye.
See you.
Thanks.
We should have brought you back sooner.
I wanted to stay.
Each time I had someone lined up to replace you, there was some emergency.
How is the situation overall?
Well, at least we're making some impression on the enemy now. But of course, that leads to greater reprisals, as you know only too well. Losing Maurice Granier's cell must have been a great blow.
It was mainly due to Maurice that I was able to keep things together.
We've a lot to thank those commies for, even if they are fighting for the Russians rather than us.
It's not quite as simple as that, Cad.
Will be once the war's over. The good news is that we've finally been put in charge of the resistance groups.
What will it involve?
Total reorganization. We're to coordinate all our activities with high command strategy. The PM wants us to treble our effective circuits before the end of the year.
A fine time to be called back.
We'll be needing you here, Kit. Your experience will be invaluable to us on the training side.
I'm not missing out on the invasion.
Well, we'll see how it goes.
How what goes?
I don't need to tell you how grateful we are to you for all you've done, but now you need a good break. You must have a break, Kit. Take a month's leave. We'll talk about the future after that. Now, let's get back to France.
Annette, but 2 dozen is about all I can manage for now.
Oh, come on, Marie. I'm sure you can take more than that.
I wish I could,
Look,
but
it'll not take you 5 minutes to get rid of 2 dozen. Have 4, and I'll knock a few francs off the price.
I'm sorry, Annette.
They're well made, you know. And it takes me 20 minutes for each one.
I know, Annette. It's just that there isn't any call for them. I'll have enough bother selling the ones I've got.
I see.
Well, look around you. There just isn't the money for such things. I'm sorry.
Right.
How are things, anyway?
Not bad. They're not good, either. It's been a real struggle since I had to let the shop go. I mean, these things just don't bring enough in. Not to keep me and Mother. Just have to think of something else, that's all.
Well, let me know if there's anything I can do.
Thanks, Marie. You've always been a good neighbour to me. Marie, Well, I better go. You've got a customer.
All right, Annette. Here's the money for the pegs. Take care now.
Goodbye, Marie. And thanks.
Yes, mademoiselle. Can I help you?
Madame Ferrier?
Yes.
I'm afraid I forgot what I'm supposed to say.
It's about your cousin Leonie, I think.
Of course. I'm so sorry. I'm Zoe.
Come with me. Father, this is our new lodger, Zoe. My father, Leon.
Uncle Leon, from now on.
Are you going to Arbonne?
It's a nice room.
It's Luke's, my son.
Oh, I haven't turned him out, have I?
Oh, no. No, he's not here anymore. He went away last week to join the Marquis.
The ones hiding up in the hills?
Yes. I haven't heard from him since he went. I suppose I'll get a message eventually. There's running water in the kitchen, and the lavatory's out there in the yard. I'm afraid it's not what you're used to.
It's very good of you to put me up.
It's us who should be thanking you. It's all we live for now, the liberation.
I hope it won't be too far off.
Well, I'll leave you to unpack.
Oh, I'll need to go out later.
Already?
Yes, I'll worry until we've made contact. Joseph said you had a bicycle I could use.
Yes. Where is it you've got to go to? Oh, you're right. Don't tell me. Don't tell anyone anything. Well, you come down when you're ready. I've made you some soup.
Thank you.
And Zoe, while you're here, just look on us as family.
She's little more than a child.
But she's older than Luke. She wouldn't be allowed here if she wasn't 21. Is my bicycle in good order? Make sure you're back by curfew. The police are very hot on that. Oh, hello, Annette. My cousin's girl, Zoe. She's staying with us for a while.
That's nice.
She's not been very well. Her parents thought a change of air would do her good. She'll be helping in the shop, too.
Would that be your cousin in Rockford?
No. My second cousin, Robert. I told you about him, remember? He used to be out in Martinique. Oh. Well, I really must be getting on.
Juliet. Oh, it's so good to see you. You must remember to call me Solange.
Oh, yes, I forgot. I'm sorry.
And this is Julie.
This is?
You are beautiful. How's your daddy? How's Philippe?
He's not here. Daddy's a long way away, isn't he? Come on, come indoors. I'll tell you all about it. And how is Johnny?
I have a lot to tell you, too.
Albertinas. God.
It does seem extraordinary, doesn't it, when you first get back?
Thank you for coming.
Kid, I wanted to.
How's Lawrence?
Oh, he's out himself tonight. Some do at the club.
And Vicky?
Oh, she's well dug in at school. We visit her from time to time, but the headmistress discourages it. Says it unsettles her. I tried to keep up as much as I could with what was going on in your area.
Those messages don't say the half.
No, but I think I managed to read between the lines. It was dreadful about Maurice.
Yes.
He was a good man.
For a communist, there's always that qualification, isn't there?
I didn't say a word.
You didn't have to. I got to know him quite well after you left.
How did it happen?
He and some of the others were receiving an ammunition drop. The local Gaullists heard about it and turned up too. They started fighting over it like a bunch of kids. Didn't hear the Germans arrive. Most of them were captured, including Maurice.
And so they shot him.
They didn't need to, after the Gestapo had finished with him.
It's nearly curfew.
I can tell the time.
So, what are your plans now?
I don't know. I'll be moving into my club for the time being. Then I'll probably visit the family estate. My brother will expect it.
What about your own home?
I suppose I'll have to go down there sooner or later.
Have you been back at all since Eleanor and the children were killed?
You know, you're the only person who
What?
spells it out. Eleanor, the children, what happened. Even Cad couldn't bring himself to talk about it.
Have you been back?
No. I was away when it happened. They gave me compassionate leave to attend the funeral. If you can have a funeral without bodies. Then I went straight back to the regiment. And soon after, I joined the outfit.
So the house has been shut up?
Yes, the family solicitor arranged it all. And the disposal of their belongings.
Got rid of all their things?
Yes.
Kid, I really think you ought to go back. Would it help if I came too?
Is it safe now? Thanks for your help. I got through all right. Oh. Thank you. Bye.
Hello, Cad.
Thought I'd drop in on my way home. Any news?
Yes, message through from Area 3. All well there.
Ah, good.
Nothing from Zoe yet, Area 7.
Ah, it's early days. May not come through till tomorrow.
How was your meeting?
I suppose I'll get used to dealing with Yanks.
Was it constructive?
We were talking broad strategy tonight. Gil and I are meeting them again on Thursday to discuss specific operations.
Was the PM there?
Yes, he was part of the time. He's most anxious we cooperate very closely with the Goals lot.
Come in. Well, it's easier said than done.
Hello, Dorothy. Still here?
Yes, sir.
Thanks. Ah, they're okay.
Thank God.
They made contact with Gaspar, Zoe and Solange at safe houses. Something about Andre. Andre something or other. Something wrong with the decoding. What on earth's that word supposed to be?
Could it be ankle?
And when I saw this gendarme standing there, I nearly died of shock.
Yes, well, Joseph really should have warned you. Quite a few of the ordinary police around here are in with the resistance. It's the milice you've got to watch out for.
I don't know. It's difficult to know who to trust.
Yes, I know. Still, you managed to make contact.
Yes, the radio was in the hen coop.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't transmit from there too often if I were you. Just keep on the move. And don't come here again.
Don't worry.
Safe house okay?
Couldn't be better.
And have you managed to settle in at the chateau yet, Solange?
Fine. Juliet gave me the welcome of my life.
Well, how well did you know before?
Not very. Used to buy their wine.
Coping all right as the family nanny?
It seems very simple. Fill 'em up at one end, empty 'em at the other.
Careful, it's gonna slide.
Last.
Shall I drive?
No, I must get used to it. Sorry, I wasn't concentrating.
When did you last come down here?
August 41. I was home on leave. It was David's birthday. We spent the day on the river. 3 weeks later, they were dead.
Shall I wait here?
No, come in.
I'll draw the curtains.
I'll take over now, love. It's nearly time for you to go.
I think we've got a customer.
Oh, it's only Annette. She's a bit of a gossip, but she's all right.
Hello, Marie.
Hello, Annette.
Thought I'd look in to welcome your niece. Zoe, isn't it?
That's right.
Well, I live over the road, so we'll be seeing quite a bit of each other. How do you like this part of the world?
It's lovely.
Bit different from Martinique. Marie tells me you were brought up there.
Yes, that's right.
My mother used to work for a family who had an estate out there. They were in the coffee trade. What line was your father in?
He managed a sugar plantation.
We haven't seen Zoe since she was so high.
You've not been well, I hear. Nothing serious, I hope.
Well, a touch of TB.
Oh, dear. That'd be the climate, I suppose, in Martinique.
It is rather humid. Good for the crops, though.
She's gradually getting her strength back, aren't you, love? Lots of fresh air and exercise.
Yes, I've seen you on your bicycle.
Actually, I'm on my way out now.
Well, Marie must bring you round sometime. We can have a nice long chat.
That'll be lovely.
See you later, then.
Bye.
Seems a nice girl.
She is.
And that's it. Ordeal over. I'm glad you made me come.
How do you feel?
I don't feel anything. This empty shell's got nothing to do with them.
No.
Let's go and get some lunch. There's a place by the river, Please leave me alone. I'll be all right.
No, kid. You don't have to hide it. Not from me, for God's sake. Let it go.
Oh, God, Liz. I need you.
So you've dropped your Elizabeth Barrett Browning Act.
Yes, now it's Long John Silver.
Sure you should be walking on it. It's only 3 weeks.
Well, I can't sit in my arse forever.
How do you account for the limp?
Oh, I was injured in an air raid. See, now I'm an insurance agent. Got my new papers yesterday. Just hope to God they're all right.
Anything for Zoe?
Mm-hmm. And messages for Joseph and Gaspar. They want us to get cracking with the sabotage training. Oh, excuse me, madam, but have you seen this?
There you are, my love. Aren't you the best red baby in our bond?
Oh, hold on.
How do you like my charge?
Oh, I think he's smashing.
She. This is Julie.
Morning.
We must be going home, my love. Else Mummy will wonder what's happened to us.
What on earth is someone like that doing in the Milice?
Like what?
I mean, so young. Pretty.
Treachery isn't peculiar to hatchet-faced males, you know? Bitch.
Well, I think I ought to be going. I'll go first. You watch and make sure I'm not being followed, hmm?
Okie dokie.
Oh, they're messing about with food rationing again. We better put out a check.
Right. Faith, do you think I could have a couple of days off at the end of the month?
Any particular reason?
Lawrence is going to be lecturing up north, and I thought I'd pop down to Devon, see Vicky and Mother. But of course, if it's difficult...
Should be able to wangle it. Unless anything comes up.
One moment.
Me?
May I look at your papers, please?
Yes, of course.
see you're exempted from forced labour.
Oh, yes, health grounds. My leg, you see, got smashed up in an air raid.
And now you're working for an insurance company?
Well, there's enough bomb damage to keep us busy for years.
I don't see how the British thinks it helps our people. Destroying their homes.
Yes, madness.
How long will you be staying in this area?
Well, I'm not sure. I've got a lot of people to see.
Don't forget to get these renewed if you stay longer than 3 months.
Righto.
Is it painful, your leg?
Can't complain. At least I'm still alive.
Yes. That's all that matters, isn't it?
What did you tell Lawrence?
Same as I told Faith that I was going to Mother's.
Think they believed you?
If nothing else, the outfit's taught me how to lie convincingly. Where are we going?
Wait and see.
Somewhere you've been before?
No. I wanted it to be our place this time. Belongs to Tommy Benstead. Said we could have it for as long as we like.
It's wonderful.
A far cry from France.
Sorry about that. I hope to God it's not that bug that's going around.
Well, half the circuit's down with it.
Ah, well, I hope our German friends are getting it as well.
Look, we'll have to try and keep the training sessions going if possible. Any day now, Cad will spring something on us, and I want to be prepared.
Girls all right?
Seem to be. Although Solange reckons Zoe's got a bit of what you've got. The God she hasn't. I mean, if she goes sick, we're really sunk.
Ah, they're not bad, those two. For women.
Some of our best agents are women.
Ah, but it's not what you'd want for your wife or daughter, is it? I mean, I've got 2 lassies at home. Thank God they're safe out of this.
Look, the other day I was stopped by a woman police officer. She looked even younger than Zoe.
Yes! He's running. Halfway. And again. And again.
Well, in that case, why did the Soviets enter into a non-aggression pact with Hitler?
They were buying time.
Oh, well, of course. I mean, that's bound to be their
And I believe them. After Stalingrad, you can hardly accuse the Russians of kowtowing to the Nazis.
Yet they have the cheek to accuse Churchill of holding back now.
But that's how it must seem to them. They go on slogging it out on the Eastern Front with no sign of a second front opening up.
But it's only a matter of time.
Oh,
We've got
Christ,
to be
they haven't got
prepared.
time. Do you know how many Russians are being killed every day?
Yes, I do, but... This is something that Lawrence and I never do argue. We're all so damn polite.
Maurice and I used to argue non-stop. I think we both changed our views in the end. Don't worry. I'm not becoming a red.
Oh, just a bit pink.
Well, things will have to change after the war. People won't be content with empty promises like last time. A land fit for heroes and all that.
You're thinking the same as I'm thinking.
Well, it would, wouldn't it? An excellent landing site.
I thought it was just France. But it wasn't.
No, it wasn't.
And that's where it's sighted. Slap bang in the middle of Area 7.
And you say it's the only one capable of transmitting to U-boats?
Submerged ones, yes. There have been heavy losses in the Atlantic as a result of attacks directed from that station.
Well, security around it must be pretty formidable.
I've told the PM I'm confident we can handle it.
And can we?
It remains to be seen. When's Zoe's next scare?
Time to go.
Yes.
Can't you stay just one more day?
No, I can't. Mother's expecting me.
What are we going to do, Liz?
I don't know. I just don't know.
So, if we can blow it up, the enemy subs will be dependent on an inferior transmitter, and they'll have to resurface.
And in go the RAF and dive bomb them.
Yeah, well, the Navy can deal with them. I know it's a challenge, but I think we can do it. I suppose the first thing is to find out the lie of the land. Sketches, diagrams.
That sounds like a job for Nanny's day off.
We'll have to find a contact, too. Somebody works there. I'll get Joseph onto that. Gaspar and I'll have to up the training sessions. We'll need a good team. And we must be in daily contact with London. Could you tell Zoe to ask for extra skeds? Is she any better, by the way?
You all right?
Yes, fine. Honestly, it's just a slight stomach upset, that's all.
You British. It's a wonder your lips don't crack.
Do you need some help?
You couldn't do work like this.
I bet I could. I'm always having to take my radio set to pieces.
See if you can get that going. What made you come out here? Bit of a girl like you.
Same reason you fought in the last war, I suppose.
I hope you don't end up like me.
Vicky!
Oh, my darling. Haven't you grown?
Tallest in my class.
I've had to let down all her hems. Aren't you looking well? Isn't this lovely? All together again.
All except Daddy.
Are you going to come and have a look and see what I have got for you?
Zoe, I've heard from him. From Luke. He's safe. A message just came.
Oh, Marie, I'm so glad.
A friend of ours is in the same group. I know you'll keep an eye on him. Oh, I wish you could have met him.
Perhaps I will one day.
He's a fine lad. Just like his father at his age.
Your husband, when was he?
Killed? Right at the start. Yes, all the girls went for Luke. And what about you? Have you got a boyfriend back home?
Yes. Oh, we're not engaged or anything. I suppose we might eventually if... We can't make any plans at present.
No. You've been sick again.
Wretched bug.
Do you have to go out?
Yes, I'm meeting someone.
All right.
They've given me extra sceds. I'll be transmitting every other day now.
Look, I hate to lumber you with so much. If only there was another pianist in the area.
I can cope.
Sure. It's just that, I don't like to see you dragging yourself around when you're not well. It's not right.
You wouldn't say that if I were a man.
No. No, I suppose I wouldn't.
Oh, it was strange at first, moving down here after all those years in the big house. But it's very cozy and I have everything I need. And the Canadians are looking after the place very well. They invited me up for dinner last week. Liz.
I'm sorry, I was miles away.
It's him, I suppose. That man you used to work with.
Yes.
I thought you had it all under control.
So did I, until he came back.
Is that where you've been the last 2 days?
How did you know that?
Lawrence phoned for you yesterday. I pretended you'd gone for a walk.
I really didn't mean to involve you in all the lies, but thank you, Mother.
Do you know what you're risking?
But with him, I feel so alive. I need him, Mother.
And Vicky needs you. You and Lawrence together.
Well, I don't love Lawrence. I realize now I never did.
Being married has never stopped anyone falling in love. You get over it.
Have you ever had to make the choice?
There isn't any choice once you have children.
So, you reckon you'll have a team ready soon?
Providing they send us more ammunition. You can't get a decent circuit going unless you've got plenty of explosives stashed away.
Yeah, well, don't worry about it. They'll be arranging a drop. Well, I reckon that's about it. I'll be getting back to my digs.
Oh, I meant to say, coming through the market just now, I saw Solange going into the town hall. Why would you be doing that?
Excuse me, officer. I wonder if you can help me. I'm looking for a shop that sells baby clothes. Madame de Tremont told me there was one near here. I'm her nanny, you see.
So, how was Devon?
It was all right. Far fine.
Liz, what is it?
Nothing.
You've had time to think, haven't you?
Yes.
And?
Look, what we're doing, kid, it isn't fair. It's not fair to anybody. It can't go on.
Lawrence has found out.
Well, no, he's not said anything, no.
Look, Liz, I know this isn't perfect, but surely it's better than nothing.
Well, for the moment
Why
it is.
worry about the future? We're at war.
But it's the deceit. Things can't just stay as they are.
Right. Then divorce Lawrence, marry me.
But what about Vicky?
She comes too.
But she needs Lawrence. She needs Lawrence and I
How
together.
the hell can we go on talking here? Let's just go somewhere else.
No, it's going to make things more difficult.
Do you think I'm letting you go? Just like that? Christ, Liz. This has meant as much to you as it has to me.
You've got to help me do this.
What on earth possessed you? It's the first thing we learned off the course. Never look the wrong way crossing the road. That weasel-faced officer was always set to collar you.
Please don't go
I just
on about
don't
it.
fancy prison visiting, that's all.
I'm sorry, I just wasn't thinking.
It's not like you. You must take care. We can't do without you.
Baby's got a runny nose. I better be on my way.
You look lousy. Haven't you shaken off that bug yet?
I don't know. Solange,
Yes?
you know what Liz Granger told us about our periods being irregular?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I haven't had one since I came out here.
Well, that's what it is, then.
Unless... You don't think it could be anything else, do you?
But you couldn't be, could you? Bloody hell.